Welcome to this micro-learning module on writing biomedical research papers, where we map a strategic framework for clear, high-impact scientific communication. In the next slides, we will cover literature synthesis, ethical transparency, reproducibility, result sequencing, and practical tips for abstracts, figures, citations, peer review responses, and maximizing long-term influence of your work. This slide outlines a structured approach to literature review and synthesis, showing how a targeted search strategy and careful selection evolve into critical appraisal and a synthesis matrix that grounds your hypothesis. From the flowchart, you can see how keyword selection, reference management, and quality assessment reveal knowledge gaps and justify the study's novelty, leading naturally to a focused research question. This slide highlights mandatory ethical checkpoints and why early registration matters, showing that IRB approval, clear informed consent, and trial registration protect participants and strengthen credibility. The diagram emphasizes strategic benefits like preventing selective reporting and meeting journal requirements, while the checklist helps avoid common pitfalls such as retrospective registration or inadequate consent documentation. The inverted triangle framework helps you craft a concise introduction by moving from broad context to specific knowledge gaps and a clear hypothesis. The slide also stresses citation balance and bias mitigation, stating novelty explicitly and aligning objectives with methods so reviewers quickly grasp the rationale, research question, and the study's potential impact for publication success. Achieving reproducibility depends on following foundational guidelines and documenting rigorous methods, as illustrated here with consort and strobe references, pre-specified outcomes, and statistical plans. The graphic underlines transparency elements, like reagent batch numbers and code availability, explaining how these practices enable external validation, reduce bias, and satisfy journal policies for robust, verifiable research. This slide advises sequencing results to mirror the methods, so your data narrative flows from participant flow and baseline features through primary and secondary outcomes to subgroup analyses. The guidance warns against over-interpretation of non-significant p-values, encourages concise tables and repetition checks, and stresses the principle of letting the data speak before launching into speculative discussion. The four-paragraph model offers a compact structure for discussion sections by stating the principal finding, explaining mechanism context, acknowledging strengths and limitations, and outlining implications and future directions. The panel also reminds authors to compare with similar studies, address discrepancies transparently, and disclose conflicts or funding to support ethical, balanced interpretation and practical guidance for readers. When constructing abstracts and titles, mirror the manuscript with clear context, design, key findings, and concise conclusions while using active voice and precise numeric data where possible. The slide suggests avoiding abbreviations that hinder understanding and balancing title specificity with discoverability by combining targeted message terms and searchable keywords to optimize retrieval and reader attention without sacrificing clarity. This page covers citations and figure requirements, showing practical steps to ensure accuracy and visual clarity. Use reference managers to apply journal styles and verify DOIs, and confirm permissions for reused images, while preparing figures in vector formats or 300 dpi raster, selecting colorblind safe palettes, and writing concise legends so visuals convey results clearly and comply with publication standards. Responding effectively to reviewers requires a structured, professional approach that begins with a courteous opening and follows with a point-by-point, data-driven response. The matrix on the slide helps prioritize essential requests, consider stylistic changes, propose clear actionable items, and offer evidence-based counterarguments where needed, all while maintaining a respectful tone to convert conditional acceptance into publication success. Open science practices improve reproducibility and impact by preparing protocols up front, sharing preprints, and depositing de-identified datasets and analysis code in trusted repositories like OSF or Dryad. The slide stresses strict de-identification to protect privacy, recommends open licenses for reuse, and explains how versioning and DOIs increase citation potential and long-term accessibility of your research outputs. Moving beyond journal impact factor means tracking holistic research influence through expanded metrics and visibility tools, as illustrated here with altmetrics, citation longevity, and policy citations. The framework encourages institutional repositories, ORCID profiles, and Google Scholar alerts while recommending plain language summaries and targeted dissemination to clinicians, policymakers, and the public to broaden reach and fulfill societal obligations.